Good morning, everyone. Of course, we start with Hurricane Matthew this morning as we take a quick look at it on the satellite picture here. Here it is down here. Still very far away from South Florida, but starting to move toward the north and now heading up toward Jamaica, eastern Cuba, and over toward Haiti and the Dominican Republic. It's a huge, just tremendous storm. It was a big tropical wave and a big tropical storm, and now a big hurricane extending all the way, really. You can see some of the outer cloud bands all the way up into Hispaniola and then all the way down towards South America here and Central America, and it's just a very massive storm. As we take a little look at what's going on with the computer models here, all of them in pretty good agreement. This is headed right up to the north. There. A little bit unusual of a northerly track, but Sandy took a similar track up to the north as it was down in the Caribbean a few years ago. And now it's going to move up into the Bahamas and then eventually up toward the east coast of the U.S. Looks like a little curve out here, possibly off to the northeast. So not the same kind of impact that Sandy had, but Outer Banks of North Carolina, certainly looking at this. A lot of computer models have it up there. For us, we are still on the western edge of the cone. Here's the latest from the Hurricane Center. Winds at 130, moving north at 6. It moves up through eastern Cuba and over through Haiti. Looks like Jamaica will be a little bit to the west there, but still some pretty big impacts from the storm as it moves up past Jamaica tomorrow, later today and tomorrow, and then eventually up toward eastern Cuba on Wednesday. And this is Wednesday at 2 o'clock in the morning. It comes up into the Bahamas on Wednesday night and Thursday, and right in here, this is right around Thursday during the day. That'll be when it's closest to us, and you see we're right along the edge of the western part of the cone here, the eastern part of the cone all the way out here, and if it ends up all the way out here, we're really not going to see any impact at all. But even right in here, if it stays out here, we could still see tropical storm conditions along the coast in South Florida, and we may see a tropical storm watch issued for our area because of that later tonight or even tomorrow. Then it moves up to the north by Friday and Saturday. But you can see here as we take a look at the potential for tropical storm force winds, we've got somewhere in the vicinity of about a 30 to 40% chance of seeing at least some tropical storm force winds moving in along the coast as we get to Thursday and Friday. Now, unrelated to Matthew, we've got a little bit of rainfall around this morning. A couple of showers up north of Indian River County and a few showers continuing to move in to St. Lucie County right along I-95 and the Turnpike here. So we do have some slick roads around, and we certainly have the potential for some heavy rainfall today. In fact, when you look at Vipercast, you'll see Vipercast shows some isolated rainfall. Here's 9 o'clock this morning, a few showers and thunderstorms possible. Then look at this. By lunchtime today, scattered to numerous showers and thunderstorms possible, all lifting southeast to northwest and south to north. Any thunderstorm develops today could be strong through the early and mid-afternoon, and then by late afternoon, things start to quiet down a bit. So we could have a pretty active day, starting as early as later this morning and continuing well into the early to mid-afternoon hours before things start to quiet down. That's why we've given it about a 70% chance for showers and thunderstorms today and tomorrow. Wednesday's rain chances may be a little bit lower, but as Matthew gets closer Wednesday night and especially Thursday and Friday, that's when we can start to see some impacts from Matthew. As I mentioned, if it's farther to the east, not much of an impact for us, but a little farther to the west on the track, and we're looking at least tropical storm conditions in our area, so we're going to watch it closely. Weekend looks fantastic, by the way. As Matthew moves north, a lot of dry air moves into South Florida, so a lot of sunshine Saturday and Sunday.